What's up, guys? So today I am gonna be replacing my wheel studs on this side because, as you can tell, two of them are different, and that's because the two studs on this wheel kind of stripped. So that's something that I've been meaning to get to for some time now, and they were like that even before I had the wheels, but I just ran it like that because I haven't had time to replace it. But first I'm gonna have to go and run some errands, and I think I'm gonna take this guy out because I have to go to the airport to return this, and my truck can't fit in the parking structure. So this guy it is, and switch. Alright, so before I do head out though, I'm just gonna double check I have coolant and oil. Coolant level looks good. And so does the oil. I think we're ready to go. Man, it's raining. Driven this in a while. No more AC, so I gotta use my fan. I'm on power wire for this guy, and for my gauges are like I don't know, kind of loose right now, so I have to like play with it all the time, but I gotta get that rewired in, but that's probably for another day. Alright, and we're off. Alright guys, so we're here at the airport. It's been like so long since I've been here. Welded diff vibes. Came here to welded diff. I want to get an LSD because like my tires wear out like really quick because of that. And yeah, We made it to the airport safely, so I'm about to head in. Yeah. Catch you guys later. So I'm done with that, and now it's raining, but I have to still go to Apple to grab some paint for a hood that I'm gonna be painting sometime this week. And yeah, so we're gonna head there right now. So I just got here. Apple genuine paint, baby. And about to go inside, so I'll be right back again. Got the paint and some mixing cups, strainers, and mixing sticks, and we're about to head out. Alright guys, we're finally home. Made it home without any problems breaking down whatsoever. And the road is kind of wet, so on my way home I hit like a few turns, and that's pretty cool. I haven't felt that in a while, but I may probably need to do like a visual inspection on like my front suspension maybe, because when I'm driving like straight and like braking, my front end kind of shakes, so I gotta check that out. But yeah, other than that, motor runs good, haven't had any problems. And it was funny because before I walked into Napa, this guy who was driving on the main road pulled into the Napa parking lot and rolled on his window and was complimenting the car. So he's asking me questions like what kind of motor I had inside, and he was just telling me like he barely sees that kind of car or like in that kind of condition. And I mean, it's not in the best condition, but I guess like compared to like most 240s nowadays here being all multicolored and all, I guess it's in a pretty okay condition. But yeah, enough of the errands. Thanks for coming along with me, and if you didn't and you probably skipped to this part, thanks for waiting at my house for me. But it's time to get to this. So I got the front passenger side jacked up, got the jack stand in the back, and now we're ready to take off the wheel. And the next step, you remove the 2 bolts. I took it out already from the back of the caliper, which is 1 and 2. So you could pull this off. And don't forget to tie off your brake caliper, just so you don't stretch out your brake line when it's hanging down. Then remove your rotor. Some rotors are hard to pull off, but usually they come with like a few like smaller holes that you could thread a bolt into, which will push this and then pop it off. But this doesn't have that, and it wasn't that hard to take off. See how it like kind of cross-threaded, and in turn it kind of messes up the lug nuts. I had to use this one because one of the regular ones, the regular chrome ones that I had, was like broken already from trying to put it on that. And this happened even before I got the wheels. It was when I still had my old wheels, and only now I'm changing them. So SMH on me, because this is something I should have done a long time ago, but I'm finally being able to get to it now. So I'm just checking to see if there's any other stud that needs replacing, because I know for sure this guy needs replacing. This guy checked out okay, and I'm just gonna check all the other ones. I know there's like a few, but I forget exactly which ones, and I don't want to replace just that one and put everything back together and come to find I still have to replace one more. Well, I guess it's this one. Oh yeah, it is this one. See how it's hard to go in and how it's going in kind of crooked. And that's a closer look at it. I guess it's just like the beginning of the threads, or right there I think. Alright, so I gotta pop these two out and I'm gonna pop it out with a big hammer. So what you want to do is just take some good swings at it and go for it. So this guy just popped out, and the next one. Boom, done. Then we grab our new studs, which I bought from AutoZone a while ago, and yeah, they look about the same. So you just pop them back in. Then I'm gonna use washers that could fit over the stud. I'm gonna use washers because I forgot to buy an open-end lug nut or an open-end nut that could thread onto this, because if I don't use the washers, then putting the nut on is gonna bottom out. Like the stud is gonna hit the back of the nut since this is a closed-end nut, and it's not gonna be fully threaded all the way, so washers will do the trick. I think 3 is good enough. Then I'm gonna take my impact and just slowly pull it in. You don't want to go like keep going at it, because it's gonna heat up the stud, and there's grooves inside here like the splines, which are like these, and if you ruin that, then your lug nuts are just gonna be spinning and it's gonna be pretty much no use you're doing this. Once the back is bottom out and pushed up against the hub, you can take off your and your washers. And this is how the back looks like. This is the new stud and the old stud. Then you do the exact same thing to the other side. So we got 2 of the new studs on, and now we're gonna put everything back together. And it's pretty much reverse order. For this part, I like to put some lug nuts on just to hold the rotor in place. So when you're putting back the caliper on, the rotor is not like flapping around. Then you're gonna want to cut your zip tie. And fit the caliper back onto the rotor. Then put the caliper bolts. Then we tighten those down and put back the wheel. Got some fresh studs, baby! So here are the lug nuts. I ended up having to still use one of my old lug nuts, but not the ones that I had on, because the ones that I had on, the threads inside were like kind of messed up already. So I had to go get it from my stash in the storage. Mind you, when you use your lug nut to tighten down the new stud to pull it in, it'll kind of mess up the taper, and I didn't want to use the messed up lug nuts because it'll scratch like the taper inside the rim. And I did that to the good 3 lug nuts that I had. But I was sort of prepared. I bought a set of 4 of new lug nuts. So there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have my wheel lock. So if I had one more of this, it would have been good. I wouldn't have to use this guy. But I can always go grab from AutoZone or O'Reilly's later on. So yeah, guys, I guess that's all for today's video. I know my cars are dirty and I would wash it, but the rain is like kind of bipolar right now. So I'm gonna just leave it like this. But yeah, please remember to hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't done so yet. Like this video, drop a comment, share our videos, and yeah, catch you guys on the next one.